Okay, you're on.
Aloha, everyone. It's Master Gina here from Oahu. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. We have Sarah here and Sunny in the room. And Sunny told me that Arlene is on the line, so I'm assuming that's our Auntie Arlene. Hi, Auntie Arlene. Thank you for joining us. Mwah, mwah, mwah. We miss you, we miss you, we miss you. Please come for Open Spiritual Channels workshop this weekend. We're going to have so much fun. Master Jimena has this wonderful program of events for us. So it's starting this Friday, tomorrow night from 6 to 9, Open Spiritual Channels introduction. And then Saturday and Sunday, we're so blessed to have 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. workshop. And then on Father's Day weekend, we're having a workshop, again, the whole weekend, starting Friday evening, continuing through till Sunday evening for relationships with our fathers. So that's physical fathers as well as spiritual fathers. And then after that, we're having Sherfu training. So for anybody who is wanting to develop their relationship with their Sherfu, your spiritual teacher, or for anybody who doesn't have a teacher in the soul world yet, like my Sherfu is Kuan Yin. Do you have a Sherfu?
Not yet.
Okay, so yes. We haven't done it here in Hawaii for a long time. The last time was when Master Francisco came. So Sherfu training is when you learn to communicate with your spiritual teacher in the soul world. Okay, so go ahead and check in with in the chat box so that we know who you are and let us know from where you are watching. And I had a really good session on the phone yesterday with one of our students from Mumbai. And so I wanted to go over a little bit about the 5 elements. And we were talking about finances, but of course 5 elements exist in every area of your life. So I was just making a little chart here. I don't know if you can see it. So we have wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. So the basic concept of wood is what you need to begin things. And where that comes from is that if you look in Master Sha's book in the Soul Healing Miracles book on page 20, I think, it starts the explanation of the 5 elements. Mm-hmm. And let me just see.
Page 20.
And then there's also, if you don't have the Soul Healing Miracles book, there's also a chart in the Divine Healing Hands book. I think there might be a chart in one other book, but I can't remember which one right now. But you'll see that under the wood element, the season is spring. So it kind of gives you an idea of what the function of the wood element is in our lives. So spring is a time for new beginnings, starting new things, growth, and the things that you can incorporate to develop your wood element. If your wood element tends to be a little bit weak, if you have a difficult time getting new projects started, or you have a difficult time making changes to doing new things in your life, then you could work on nurturing your wood element through wood element practices or through Dao Song, Dao Dance. Or that might be the other book that has the chart. And you can sing the Dao Song for wood. If you know how to write the character for liver, gan, then you could do Ibiza for gan, and that would help also to develop your wood element. And you could use the color, for example, the green color. You could have, visualize green within your liver, And you can also use external things to remind you. So for myself, like when I feel like I am going to start something new, or I just need to remind myself that I'm doing something new, like maybe I'm learning a new mantra, or I'm working on a new project, I have a little green ring that I'll wear. And so when I look at it, I remember, oh yeah, I have to work on that thing that is new, because I need to like get it going. Okay, so then your wood element supports your fire element. So the season for fire is the summertime. So summertime is a time where you go out. Like the fire element is very young, right? You go out and you talk to people and you socialize and you do marketing and you make connections, and it's very like active. So this is like building your business, or if it's a health related thing, you know, how do you go out and like let's say for example, if you want to become more fit, so then the the wood is like maybe you have to go buy tennis shoes and you have to maybe sign up for the yoga class or your Tai Chi class or whatever it is that you want to do. And then the fire part is you actually go out and you do it.
Okay.
And you put your shoes on and you actually go out the front door. And you start walking and you go down to the beach and you jump in the water and you play volleyball or, you know, whatever it is that you like to do. And then, so that's the fire part. And then the earth is what are the results that you want? So we're going in a continuous, sorry, I'm like a little bit, there we go. The earth is I'm not good at explaining this, but it's like, what do you want to come out of what you're doing? So, for example, why do you want to get more fit? It's because you want your cardiovascular system to be strong, you want your pulmonary system to be strong, you want your muscular system to be strong, you want your skeletal system to be strong so that you can be healthy, you can live a long life, you can learn all the things that you want to learn, you can do all the things that you want to do, you can enjoy your life with your children, your grandchildren, your nieces, your nephews, your students, and you can, you know, watch life flourish, and you can continue on your soul journey as we in the Miracle Soul Healing System are working towards our melding with Tao, even to possibly, you know, if we're very, very lucky and we work very, very hard to develop our Tao abilities and to be able to attain immortality. And so, I mean, we'll see over the next few hundred years how that goes. But even Master Sha said, you know, the divine told him to write a book about immortality when he was like in his 40s, and he's like, I can't write a book about immortality, I'm too young. And they said, yeah, but there's people already out there older and they want to be young and healthy and vital, so you have to help them now. And so as we can see, you know, over the past, 10 years, Master Sha is getting younger and younger. And Master Peter, and like we can see, like so many advanced divine channels, they're really actually becoming younger. It's quite amazing to watch happening before your eyes year after year. And so, you know, what is it that you want? What is the reason that you're working? Is what the earth element is. So, for example, if you don't know why you want to do something, you probably won't do it. So create a goal for yourself, like, for example, in finances, if you say, well, I want to make, X amount of money, but why do you want to make that? Why do you want to do that? Well, then you have to create like that structure. That's what the earth element is. It's like a structure. Like, okay, I want to have, $1 million in my retirement account. Why do you want to do that? Well, because I want to be able to live off of the interest. Why do you want to do that? Well, because then I can just spend more time on my spiritual journey and, taking care of my grandchildren or traveling or teaching or doing whatever I want to do. Okay, then now you know. That's why you're working so hard, right? Because you have this thing that you want to do, right? And then the metal element. So the earth, you might be wondering where I'm going with the seasons. The earth is a transitional season. So this can get a little bit technical, but basically every season, so we have spring, summer, fall, winter. Every season has 90 days. That's the total season. But the true season is the first 72 days. So, for example, the first day of spring in the Chinese calendar is February 3rd or 4th, depending on the year. You have to check the calendar. But you'll always see the calendar, it'll say first day, and then you look at the solar calendar, and it'll say February 3rd or 4th. And so then you count out from that 72 days. That's the true wood season, the spring. Then the next 18 days we call transitional season. So that's the earth element. So there's earth season 4 times a year. And this is the best time of the year to make transitions, like actual transitions. Like if you want to move, if you want to change your job, if you want to change your school, if you want to change your relationship, whatever sort of like big changes you want to make in your life, try to do it within that 18-day period. And, you change it at the heart level, the soul level, the mind level, the physical level, using all of the tools that you have available. So then we have the metal element, and the metal element season is the fall. So in your finances or in your health, the fall is when you harvest. So you work, and then you have the money to do what you want to do, or you have the health to do what you want to do. Like you're working hard on your fitness because you want to take a trip to Italy, because you want to go bike riding through the Alps. Well, like for me today, I live at sea level and I'm not bike riding anywhere. So if I fly to Italy today and get on a bike ride to go through the Alps, I'm not going to make it. But, if I wanted to do that, then I would need to, train. So that's like you begin with the wood, summer, fire, earth, and then the metal season is when you harvest that which you've been working for. And then the water season is winter. So winter time is when you get to rest. And you go into your hibernation and you develop your spiritual tools, your spiritual life, your spiritual body. So that's just a little explanation of the 5 elements for this evening. So if anybody is on the line and you have questions about any of that, just let me know.
So far, it's only Monica who's...
Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Monica. Even being on a journey. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for that explanation. That's really good to put all the life stages and all our activities into a framework of the 5 elements.
Right.
Everything has that.
Everything has 5 elements.
Starting a business, start moving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everything is related to these 5 elements and seasons.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
She says, wow, that is a so beautiful explanation. Okay, great.
So, Sarah, did you have anything in particular that you want to work on?
Oh, I just have a question on this.
Yes.
So, I kind of get the difference between wood and metal. But what's the difference between spring and autumn? So, autumn you harvest.
Yes.
But spring
You plant.
you plant. So, what's the difference with that be?
In life? Yeah.
You
Is that what
just
you're asking?
plant-
Like
yeah.
in practical
Yeah.
modern life?
Yeah.
The difference between spring and fall?
Yeah. So you just plant and not really working hard?
Oh, no, it's really hard work. Planting is very hard work.
Okay.
You have to prepare the soil.
Okay, so
You
it's
have
like a
to fertilize.
preparation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You
Like-
have to buy the seed.
Okay.
You have to water the plants. You have to pull the weeds.
Okay.
Yeah, all that.
And then
Okay.
fall is you actually work.
Fall, then you harvest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like for example, like if I were planning on going for the bike ride through the Alps,
Mm-hmm.
then the spring part would be the training,
Okay.
and the fall
Fall.
part would be actually going to Italy and doing.
Oh,
the bike
actually
ride.
doing it. Okay, I misunderstood harvest. The meaning of it. Got it now.
Okay, she's asking, Manika's asking, what did you say about the 18 days?
Okay. So, okay. The first day of spring in the Chinese calendar is February 3rd or 4th. And then the 72 days after that is the true season. And the next 18 days is called a transitional season. That transitional season is the earth element. So, if you want to make a transition in your life, then it's good if you can do it during the earth element season. And that season happens 4 times a year. So, between spring and summer, between summer and fall, between fall and winter, and between winter and spring.
Mm.
And it's a good time to do practices based on the season. So, for example, in the winter, like the 18 days before February 3rd is the transitional period between winter and spring. So in that period, we're preparing for the spring. So in January, think about what is it that you want to do for the rest of the year. Because in January, you're thinking about what do you want to plant. And then in February, March, April, you're doing the planting.
Mm.
And then at the end of April, we have another transitional season, or the end of March, beginning of April, we have another transitional season. So that's between spring and summer. So summer is when you're going to the plants are going to be planted already, but now you need to cultivate them. So what do you need to do during the summer months to nurture what you've planted? So let's say in the springtime, like what we did here, we started our Tuesday and Thursday evenings, and so we started a Facebook page for Master Gina Musetti, and we started a meetup group, and we started a YouTube page, and we started SoundCloud, and we did all these things starting live stream, and starting putting things up on drshaw.com, and then it became summer. So then we said, okay, now what do we want to do next? So then we created more of a little bit of a structure. Although we haven't been great at our structure, we've thought about it.
It's happening in some form.
And what I realized just actually earlier this week is that we've we've gone through a period where we've been like cleaning the house, as Master Shah puts it. And so now is the time we can invite in the guest. So we've been cleaning. We've been removing blockages. Now we have room to bring in more light. And then, in the fall, you think about, what are you going to do? And just like always before the season starts, think about what do you want to do that's appropriate for that season. So, for example, going into winter, the first day of winter is November 7th. So for the 18 days before that, so like October 20th to November 7th, about something like that, you plan what do you want to do in the winter, knowing that winter is a time when you rest, you meditate, you conserve your energy, you sleep, you get ready for the next year. So in wintertime, you don't plan like to go out to a bunch of parties and do a bunch of shopping and do all these regular things that regular Western people do. Because, you know that it's a time for you to do your spiritual practice, stay home. If you live in a cold place, chop your wood, bring the fire in, knit little slippers, keep your feet warm, don't go out with wet hair. You want to keep your immune system strong. There's all these things that you want to do to like nurture your body, your mind, your soul, so that in the spring you can go out and dance. A lot of people get sick in the summer because the previous winter they didn't take care of themselves.
Okay.
They did too much running around, didn't get enough sleep.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that.
So that was a very long explanation, but I hope,
Yes, it's
hope that helps.
quite clear.
So now I'm like really into this Bhagwan meditation thing.
Okay.
So
great.
I wanted to like go back and do some earlier ones.
Let's do that. I just realized when you were leading the Bhagavad practice at 5 o'clock, the mantra is so powerful because it's saying, like we were doing the heart. So it's saying the hearts of humanity, Mother Earth, Heaven, and the Source join as one. So it's actually a mantra of service.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You're actually chanting for the whole world, the whole universe, all of creation.
Yeah.
You're not chanting for yourself.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Right?
That is very, very deep. Like, no matter which element or which Bhagavad we're doing, we're actually calling on all humanity,
Right.
Mother Earth, Heaven, and the Source to come together, join as one.
Did we do that on Tuesday?
We did the fire.
Yeah, we did the fire on Tuesday. Yeah.
Great.
Okay. How many people do we have checked in?
So far only Monica has checked in.
Oh, okay.
She's saying, wow, Master Gina, you can almost make a small book of this.
It's already all written, so don't worry.
Master Shah has written the books already.
Okay.
Great.
So, would you guys like to do the Bhagavad practice for the first soul house?
Oh, great.
Okay. So let me, actually, you know what, I'm going to run to the restroom really quick. Maybe we can just take like a 5-minute break. Okay.
Drink some water.
Drink some water. You'll get some books.
I'll get the books. Yeah, the first soul house is great. We'll do that. And I'll get some water. Do you want to get some too, Sarah?
I'm good.
Okay. Yeah. What page is she on? 118. Just letting them know the page number and stuff.
Okay, great. Okay, so this practice actually begins on page 115, but I'm not going to go reading everything right now. But if you want later, you can go back and look at that. And if you want, you can... okay, so this says put your hand over your lower abdomen. Okay, great. You could also sit on your palm with your palm on your perineum, but it's a little bit like my wrist always gets a little bit sore. So, but Master Sha reminds us where you put your palms is where you receive the benefits. And then we have a say hello, and the first soul house squat is called Kan Shui. So I'm assuming Kan Shui means water. Yes, Kan Shui, water. So we're going to be melding with the water element of heaven, Mother Earth, Tao, and human beings. And then the chant is going to be Rendi Tian Dao Kan Shui Ha Yi. Meld the waters of Rendi Tian Dao as one. The waters of Rendi Tian Dao wash, cleanse, transform, and meld in the first soul house. Okay, so we'll both start and we'll see how far we get.
Great.
So Kan Shui, Kanshui. And I'm just sitting with my my legs up because it's more comfortable for me. And Master Sha says it is okay to sit like this if you want, or you can sit with your feet on the floor. You know, just make sure that your back is comfortable, your legs are comfortable. And then imagine a ball of blue light. Let's see if Master Sha has mind power. For the mind power, he says focus on the first chakra, first soul house. Visualize the water of a human being, Mother Earth, Heaven, and Tao cleansing and removing also mind body blockages of your first soul house. Some people have very heavy blockages and darkness of Jing Qi Shen in their first soul house. Humanity has huge challenges in this area. Therefore, to purify and remove blockages of Jing Qi Shen in the first energy chakra, first soul house, has immeasurable value to serve humanity. Let's see. I just want to say something else about the first soul house. Okay, so he doesn't really say too much here about the first soul house, but we know that the first soul house is located in the Huiyin acupuncture point, and the Huiyin acupuncture point is the gathering of all yin in the body. So when we cleanse and purify the first soul house, that means that we're cleansing and purifying all of the yin in our body. And the yin is the foundation of our yang. So without a strong yin structure, Yin is a structure, yang is a function. If you don't have a strong structure, you cannot function. So this is important for our bladder, it's important for men for the prostate, it's important for our reproductive systems, and I think relationships. Or was it second? Yeah, also relationships. So Master Sha just says visualize water, so whatever that looks like to you, to me, I see like, there's these, Japanese paintings of like waves. That's the first thing that comes to my mind is like these beautiful Japanese paintings of blue waves. Or you can just visualize like the sun shining on a lake or shining on the ocean. And for me, I do see it like in a blue ball. In blue ball of light in my first soul house. So whatever water looks like to you, just imagine water cleansing and purifying that area at the base of your trunk, your first soul house, your Huiyin acupuncture point, your perineum. And then we'll say hello. So, dear soul, mind, and body,
Dear soul, mind, and body,
of my root chakra, my first soul house, I love you, honor you, and appreciate you. You are the foundation energy center.
You are the foundation energy center.
For all other energy chakras.
For all other energy chakras.
And the whole body.
And the whole body.
You have the power.
You have the power.
To develop yourself.
To develop yourself.
Please develop yourself.
Please develop yourself.
Do a good job.
Do a good job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And say hello to outer souls. Dear my Yuan Shen.
Dear my Yuan Shen.
So our Yuan Shen is our original soul. Who is Tao within me?
Who is Tao within me?
Dear Divine and Tao.
Dear Divine and Tao.
Dear Kan Shui.
Dear Kan Shui.
So Kan, Master Sha explains here, Kan means Gua and Shui means water. So it's the water Gua. Dear Kan Shui.
Dear Kan Shui.
Of a human being.
Human being.
Dear Kan Shui of Mother Earth.
Dear Kan Shui of Mother Earth.
Dear Kan Shui of Heaven.
Dear Kan Shui of Heaven.
Kan Shui of Tao.
Kan Shui of Tao.
I love you all.
I love you all.
Honor you all.
I honor you all.
And appreciate you all.
And appreciate you all.
Please come.
Please come.
To my first soul house.
To my first soul house.
Purify.
Purify.
My first soul house.
My first soul house.
Remove soul, mind, body blockages.
Remove soul, mind, body blockages.
From my first soul house.
From my first soul house.
My root chakra.
My root chakra.
Meld the water.
Meld the water.
Of Ren.
Of Ren.
Di.
Di.
Tian.
Tian.
And Tao.
And Tao.
As one.
As one.
In my first soul house.
In my first soul house.
Wow, that's a huge concept. So just imagine the water of humanity, heaven, Mother Earth, and Tao all joining as one in your first soul house. Breathing into your first soul house. I can see the water dragon. Dear soul, mind, and body of the water dragon.
Dear soul, mind, and body of the water dragon.
We love you, honor you, and appreciate you.
We love you, honor you, and appreciate you.
Thank you for your presence.
Thank you for your presence.
Please purify.
Please purify.
And bless our first soul house.
And bless our first soul house.
As appropriate.
As appropriate.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. He has a treasure too. Okay, and then the chant is Ren Di Tian Dao Kan Shui Hai. Okay, so let's try that. So I'll do it first a couple times, and then if we feel comfortable, we'll join in together. Ren di tian dao kan shui hai, 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 ren di tian dao kan shui hai. Is that too many words for you?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Ren di tian dao kan shui hai, 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 ren di tian dao kan shui hai. And chant silently. And as Sunny reminded us the other night, speak to the area that we're working on. So speak with your intention directly on your first soul house. And then, I don't think we did a forgiveness. Okay, let's just do a little forgiveness. Dear soul, mind, and body.
Dear soul, mind, and body.
Of our first soul house.
Of our first soul house.
We love you.
We love you.
Honor you.
Honor you.
And appreciate
And
you.
appreciate you.
Dear the Kan Shui.
Dear the Kan Shui.
We love you, honor you, and appreciate you.
We love you, honor you, and appreciate you.
Please forgive us.
Please forgive us.
And our ancestors.
And our ancestors.
For any hurt or harm.
For any hurt or harm.
That we have ever caused.
That we have ever caused.
To anyone.
To anyone.
In any lifetime.
In any lifetime.
That has injured.
That has injured.
Their first soul house.
Their first soul house.
Physically. Mentally. Emotionally. Or spiritually. Dear all souls.
Dear all souls.
That we or our ancestors.
That we or our ancestors.
Have ever hurt or harmed.
Have ever hurt or harmed.
In relation to the first soul house.
To the first soul house.
To the Huayin acupuncture point.
To the Huayin acupuncture point.
To the reproductive system.
To the reproductive system.
To our thoughts, emotions, and feelings.
To our thoughts, emotions, and feelings.
About our reproductive system.
About our reproductive system.
Or our relationships.
Or our relationships.
Or our bladders or urinary systems.
Our bladders or urinary systems.
We are all extremely sorry.
We are all extremely sorry.
We apologize.
We apologize.
Please forgive us.
Please forgive us.
For hurting and harming.
For hurting and harming.
You in any way.
You in any way.
That's related.
That's related.
To the first soul house.
To the first soul house.
Dear all souls.
Dear all souls.
Who have ever hurt or harmed us.
Who have ever hurt or harmed us.
Or our ancestors.
Or our ancestors.
In any way. In any lifetime. Related to the first soul house.
Related to the first soul house.
Or our thoughts, emotions, or feelings.
Our thoughts, emotions, or feelings.
Related to the first soul house.
Related to the first soul house.
You are all completely
You are all completely
and unconditionally forgiven.
and unconditionally forgiven.
All debts are forgiven.
All debts are forgiven.
You owe us nothing.
You owe us nothing.
Let us all join hearts and souls together
Let us all join hearts and souls together
to purify
to purify
our first soul house,
our first soul house,
to develop
to develop
our first soul
our
house
first soul house
with the kan shui,
with the kan shui,
the watered gua.
the water gua.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay, and then next one is meld the waters of Rendi Tiandao as one. So inhaling into our first soul house. I'm not too sure if I can sing this. I'll try. Melt the waters of Rendi Tiandao as one. 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 One more time. Melt the waters of Rendi Tiandao as one. 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 And chant silently for a moment. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, that's like really powerful. I can feel a lot of tingling all the way up my sacrum, almost to my mingmen, like a little area of my jaw is really activated. But I did notice when I sat with my feet up, I started getting a little spacey, and I'm like, oh, I need to connect more to Mother Earth. So I put my feet down, and I just imagined the light of Mother Earth shining up into my soles of my feet, and then I was like, okay, and then my head just settled down. So if you're ever sitting cross-legged and you start to feel a little spacey when you're chanting, just make that connection to Mother Earth. Yeah. And my back feels fine now too, so it's good. The waters of Rendi Tiandao wash, cleanse, transform, and meld in the first soul house. That's the next one. So, how's everyone doing? How are you doing, Sarah? Sarah's good. She's like relaxed.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Like water is kind of so easily. This one is an easy one to visualize because
Yeah.
water just tends to melt.
Well, right, yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I saw it in different forms, in the form of lake and then another lake on top, another lake, like lakes stacking on top, or
Wow.
waterfall waters
Mm.
merging together, different colors.
Waterfalls, wow. See, I didn't even think of waterfalls.
Yeah, and even different forms of water. Water is so easy to bring together in our mind. It's very nice.
Yeah.
Very
And the first soul house is the foundation for our whole body. So if you have any condition that you're dealing with, and even relationships and finances too, because when we build our yin soul, our first soul house, we build the yin foundation to be strong. So we have something to build on. It's just like building a house. You wouldn't want to build a house on the sand by the ocean, right? If you wanted to build a house by the ocean, you'd have to create a really strong foundation first.
Mm.
And so that's what working on the first soul house does. It helps to build all your other practices. If you do other practices, like if we just do the message center and the third eye practice, for example, but we weren't building our foundation, the first soul house and the kundalini, then any measures that we gained with our third eye we would lose them.
Mm.
Yeah.
Aisha is with us.
Oh, Aisha, thank you for joining us. So I don't know if you were here earlier, I did a whole explanation of the 5 elements. So Sunny's going to...
You can go back and watch the recording on live
Oh, you can
stream
watch the recording on live stream.
for now. Yeah.
For now, yeah.
Then we'll put it up on YouTube.
Then we'll put it up on YouTube later. And yeah, so building your financial structure, this will be a good practice.
Mm.
Oh, and Aisha also told me that she had like a miraculous healing.
Wow.
And yeah, she had a condition before, and then you can correct me if I'm misstating it, but then she worked with a Divine Healing Hand Soul Healer who's now Divine Channel in training for, I don't know if it was maybe 9 months or a year, Aisha, and then she's like recovered.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a chronic condition. I know people who have this, they don't recover. Yeah. It's usually a terminal condition.
Wow.
Yeah. So the last one, I think we're just going to have to say it because I don't see how to sing this.
Okay, so Monica said, wow, that was so powerful. I felt so much vibration. Thank you, Master Gina. And Aisha says, very powerful. Still feeling the churning in the first soul house.
Okay, wonderful.
And some tingling in the Snow Mountain and John.
Yes, right,
Yeah.
right. I felt it going up
And
to
I saw water in all directions, coming, cleansing, and then melting as well.
Wow. Wonderful.
Me too.
Okay, wonderful. It's so funny because I was reading this earlier and I noticed Master Shah said, I'm at a retreat with 200 people, but I never heard these practices before. But now he says he's doing it, he's in Ramsau, Austria. So, oh, okay, I didn't go to Austria. I think I was on the webcast, but I was probably asleep.
Germany is, Austria is 12 hours.
Yeah. Okay, so the last part is the waters of Rendi Tiandao. Wash, cleanse, transform, and meld in the first soul house. So we'll probably have to just do this in little segments. So let's just do this as like a call and response. The waters of Ren Di Tian Dao
The waters of Ren Di Tian Dao
wash, cleanse, and transform,
wash, cleanse, and transform,
and meld
and melt
in the first soul house.
in the first soul house.
So keep your mind in your first soul house. Keep breathing into your first soul house. Let your shoulders and your upper back relax. Keep your feet on the ground. The waters of Ren Di Tian Dao
The waters of Ren Di Tian Dao
wash, cleanse, transform, and meld
wash, cleanse, transform, and melt
in the first soul house.
in the first soul house.
The waters of Ren Di Tian Dao
The waters of Ren Di Tian Dao
wash, cleanse, transform, and meld
wash, cleanse, transform, and melt
in the first soul house.
in the first soul house.
The waters of Ren Di Tian Dao
The waters of Ren Di Tian Dao
wash, cleanse, transform, and meld
wash, cleanse, transform, and melt
in the first soul house.
in the first soul house.
The waters of Ren Di Tian Dao
The waters of Ren Di Tian Dao
wash, transform, cleanse, and meld
wash, transform, cleanse, and melt
in the first soul house.
in the first soul house.
The waters of Ren Di Tian Dao
The waters of Ren Di Tian Dao
wash, cleanse, transform, and meld
wash, cleanse, transform, and melt
in the first soul house.
in the first soul house.
And just visualize the waters of heaven, Mother Earth, Tao, cleansing, transforming, washing, and all melting in your first soul house. And remember that you and your soul are the boss of this meditation. So if at any point the water seems a little overwhelming, you just make it smaller. Transform it to some other kind of water. If you're in the ocean and it starts to get tumultuous, you just change the picture. You're in Hawaii, walking on the beach, and there's just a very gentle mist falling. You're perfectly safe. Or go up into the mountains. The rain is falling, just very mist softly through the trees. You are always the boss of your own meditation. Imagine the light shining through, infusing the water with golden nutrients, cleansing everything. Because everything eventually will pass through the first soul house, because your meridians pass through your first soul house and move the energy to your whole body. That we'll talk about in one of the other classes, but that's also covered in this book. How, thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you, love you, love you. And we won't say gong song just yet. Just want to check in with everyone. There's some good stories from people. Master David, Master Francisco, Master Maya in the next section of this book, if you want to read that on your own.
That was really amazing, because at first I was really trying to use my mind to imagine the waters in different ways. But then at some point I just, it was getting too much, so I just relaxed.
Yeah.
And then I could feel the vibration even stronger.
Mm-hmm.
So the more I stopped trying to control or guide the waters or the visualization,
Mm-hmm.
the better, the stronger and finer the vibration.
Right.
So just let it go. They know what to do. The waters know what to do.
Yes, exactly. and remember Lao Tzu, Master Sha always reminds us, Lao Tzu said, water is the highest kindness. The nature of water is the highest kindness. Something like that. And so it's absolutely true what Sunny just said. The water knows what to do. But only, if you feel like you're getting into a place where you feel uncomfortable, then you change the scene. How are you doing?
It was very calming.
Oh, good. Excellent. Yes. And water is also the element of the kidneys and the urinary bladder. So just doing this simple exercise can also help your kidneys, assist your kidneys' health. The kidney energy, the kidney, the actual circulation, even the tiny blood vessels. That's where most people who, we hear about all kinds of people having kidney disease and diabetes and related to the kidneys and things, but actually oftentimes it's not the actual kidneys. It's the blood vessels going to the kidneys start to fail. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Even like, a lot of people with diabetes, they start losing their sight. It's not the eyes. It's the blood vessels that go to the eyes. The eyes don't get nutrients. So even something like simple like this, you're just washing the first soul house, and then as the energy from your acupuncture meridians passes through the soul house, the first soul house, the energy gets cleansed, and then where energy goes, blood follows. So the energy gets cleansed, the blood gets cleansed. Again, that's in this book, so we'll talk about that more later.
Yeah. Aisha says, still feeling the vibration. This time it was a subtle melting. I could feel the vibration in the energy and matter circle also.
See, yeah.
Monica says, wow, I am so relaxed. Dagan.
Thank you, Monica. Dagan and his greatest gratitude.
That's beautiful.
Dagan and Da is greatest. Gan and G-A-N-E-N.
That's gratitude. Do you have a copy of this book, Sarah?
Yeah.
Yeah, so in this book, Master Shah talks about 7 qualities of the Tao.
Mhm.
The Tao, so greatest love, greatest forgiveness, all the way to the greatest gratitude. Later on, he spoke about a few more, but this book covers 7 of them.
Yeah.
7 qualities, universal qualities of good service. He's teaching that a lot these days. 10 laws. This book introduces 7 of things. One of them is the gratitude. And they're also connected. It's actually quite amazing.
Okay, so speaking of gratitude, I think it's a good time to do a little gratitude practice.
Mm.
Okay, and then again, just bringing your mind down into your first soul house and having your hands over your lower abdomen. Breathing into your first soul house, feeling a sense of gratitude for the ability to breathe in fresh air. Feeling a sense of gratitude for your ability to be here in person or on the line or watching the video. Feeling a sense of gratitude for your own heart and your internal organs. And a gratitude for all of Mother Earth, humanity, and heaven. Imagine the light of the greatest gratitude from Mother Earth, humanity, heaven, Tao, the Source, shining into your body from every direction around you, making you more aware every day of how grateful you are for every little thing. Especially for any areas of concern in your life. If you tend to have headaches and you wake up one day you don't have a headache, oh, so grateful. Such a blessing. You're having financial challenges, you're walking down the street, you find a penny, oh my goodness. So grateful, what a blessing. Because you never know, heaven could have left you that penny. Just to see your reaction. When heaven sees your gratitude, you open heaven's heart. Just like if your children, your students, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your partner, they're happy, they're grateful to you for whatever you do. It opens your heart. You want to do more. You want to give back. You want to give them more than they give you. Mother Earth, same thing. Heaven, same thing. Humanity, It's just normal human behavior. People give you something, you want to give them more back. So recognize all the things that you're grateful for. Your ability to sit, to stand, to walk, having a chair to sit in, carpet to walk on, lights, air conditioning. Some areas you're grateful for heat. I'm so grateful to live in Hawaii. I don't have to have a heater. It's a huge blessing.
Mm.
So let us sing thank you, Divine, thank you, Tao. Thank you. Thank you, Divine, thank you, Tao Source, thank you, Master Sha, thank you, everyone. Thank you, the Divine, thank you, the Divine. Thank you, the Divine. Thank you, the Divine. Thank you, the Tao Source. 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 Thank you, Master Sha. 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 Thank you, everyone. 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 Thank you, everyone, for joining us. And we'll just do one last check-in if anyone has any questions.
Now, Aisha says, I could see a sign of a horizontal 8.
Oh,
I think she means infinity.
Yes.
Going in the normal and reverse style as well.
Wow.
I'm still trying to
Oh my
know what that
goodness.
is.
Yes, that is Tao Normal and Reverse Creation. That is... You have this book, Aisha? It's this one. Can she see?
Yeah. Yeah. You can see.
Yeah. That's what this is. Wow, you're so blessed, Aisha. That's wonderful. This just... Tao Normal and Reverse Creation. Infinity.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think we're all gonna have a great day and a great night.
Yeah, I can go home and fall asleep.
Me too. And Aisha's gonna have a very productive day.
Great. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, so let us say together 3 thank yous, 3 love yous, and 3 gong songs. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you, love you, love you. Gong song, gong song, gong song. Thank you, everyone. Love you, everyone. Until next time, ahoy ho. See you next week. Thank you.